So I'm going to shift back to the closer picture. And before I do that, I would like to mention this chart will be available in the description below. So look out for that link. Now, when we look at our internal fibs for Bitcoin, as I mentioned, we did hit the 1.764, which is a common target for our fifth wave. However, because of the structure, it doesn't look like this is a fifth wave. At best, this is 3 up. If that really is 3 up, we got past the 1.618. Typically, your support would fall around the 1.0. And well, we're getting dangerously close to invalidating it. As a matter of fact, we extended so high to the 1.764. Really, our support is probably close to the 1.236 extension. That would put us at 42,693, and we have convincingly broken down through that. So if we break down through this 1.0 extension, again, that sits at 42,275, there's a very good chance we've got a good bit lower to go. How low are we going to go? Well, we haven't asked that question in quite a while, but my pattern here, purple, again, being primary, is calling for us to go down as low as, and scoot this thing over. Well, it really depends on how you count it. So I'm going to extend this first wave down from here. And if our second wave is here and we hit almost the 1.0, you would expect us to go down to 1.618 or lower, or I'm sorry, 1.32 to 1.618. So what I would expect us to hit would be around 26,000 to about 23,000, right in that range. And that does fit in with our big picture. I think I had a low target of potentially $21,000 if our A and our C wave are equivalent. I'm going to shift this to the daily view because this is getting a little cluttered for me here. I don't know if that helped. Go back to that 4-hour view. So 21 would be the ideal bottom based on where we hit during our May 2021 peak. Actually, April, because Bitcoin was ahead of all the other cryptos. So A, B, your C would be the 1.0 extension of that. And I'm actually going to shift to a different view just to give us a better look at what to expect in Bitcoin. So if that is the case, if this whole thing is the A wave and we bounced, we are looking at a 1-to-1 of, put this thing here, not the pitchfork, here we go, right tool for me. That's the A wave, that's the B wave. The 1.0 falls at about 30,000. So that would be an ideal retracement. However, I would expect it to fall a little bit lower. It is common to see C waves to the 1.236, 1.32 extension, maybe as low as the 1.618. I don't personally think it's going to go that low, but they would all be fair range. They could all be hit. In addition, when we look at our Fibonacci pinball targets here, we hit the 1.618. So our ideal retracement point would be about the, well, anywhere from 24 to 32,000. That would all be fair range for a C wave pullback. Would not surprise me at all. That's what that red line is. That's why it's where it is. So this whole box is fair range for Bitcoin to pull back into. So don't be surprised if that is going to happen. We should start seeing some downward action relatively soon. If that does happen, remember, that will be the time to be greedy when others are fearful. Get your buying plans ready. I'll be releasing videos on potential plays using the BITO ETF, or BITO as I'll be referring to it as. There may be a short play there that could be possible. As with any pullback, we may see an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave down. And I'm actually going to draw that thing here to make it a little bit more clear what I'm referring to, just specifically for our Bitcoin BITO play. So in a diagonal, your internal wave structures are going to be ABC, 3-wave zigzags. So something like this could manifest. So maybe we have an A wave go like this, B wave bounce, and then you have a final C wave to finish it off. Again, your fifth wave, I would expect to have 3 waves like this. B wave may have a sharp retrace. Once we have that bounce, it could be a good play to short here, maybe buy some BITO puts if you want to go long. Obviously, you would like to buy a lot of Bitcoin there, as well as potentially BITO or BITO calls. So those are all options, no pun intended. You have an option to buy options just to make the speculative play. But again, your biggest play should be buying more Bitcoin if you're trying to raise your allocations, if you're trying to buy back in, if you bailed earlier. And if you're a hodler, keep hodling. If you're into dollar cost average, if you stop, that would be a great time to start getting it turned back on.